Welcome to another day in the life of TLE. I'm back doing another video. It's been a full month since I had the stem cell transplant. I'm a lot stronger than I was when I did the first video, of course. Coming along nicely. My counts are coming up. My platelet levels are up. There are a couple of concerns with both my liver and my heart. My heart has been beating really fast, and my blood pressure sometimes elevates. And there were some concerns with my LDH level, but according to that at-home nurse care, the levels went down quite a bit. They're at 600 and something, which is really elevated, and now they are at 200 and something. Don't remember the exact numbers, but according to them, they have decreased quite a bit, so that's good news. And now my doctor don't have to worry about figuring out what exactly is going on. And he had mentioned me doing ultrasounds and for my heart, seeing a cardiologist if that doesn't get better. But overall, everything is coming along nicely, and I'm really grateful for that. As far as my energy and day to day, for the last week or so, I feel like my energy has been pretty low, and I have been a bit fatigued. I'm not really sure why that is the case, because it seems like it was worse than before, actually. So today is a fairly good day. I feel a little more energetic than I usually feel, which it may not appear or sound like it, but just overall I do. So that's good. Someone said to me before the transplant that I'm getting a second chance at life, and as I stated earlier, that it has been 1 month since transplant, and I've really been trying to do good and just take advantage of life. And what I mean by that is just stay positive and making sure that I'm in a good place, that I am embracing healthy relationships and a healthier lifestyle. So that has been a really interesting journey in just a short month. Although that have been my intention all along for quite some time in life, I felt or feel more compelled to make sure that that is definitely what I'm going to do going forward. However, just because that's my choice, that doesn't mean that life and people are, in line and ready to go. And that's why each individual is the captain of their own ship, and you have to make the right choices and definitely accept the right people and all that entails with day-to-day living and healthier lifestyles. I was watching the OWN Network the other day, and I was watching Oprah's masterclass, and she talked about how she had a second chance in life via a conversation with her father, and how she, from that moment, just embraced that second chance, and she just went for it. And so that's kind of where I'm at. I don't physically, have the strength to do everything that I want to do, and even to tackle some of the things that I need to tackle. However, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, I am definitely on the starting line, ready to go, and that was a really encouraging message for me, because I do realize that, a lot of what we do and most of what we don't do is um, directly reflected in our day-to-day lives, and some of our challenges are also based on those decisions that we either made or failed to make. So I am certainly encouraged to um, take advantage of this next part of life, and I'm doing this video in the raw, and what I mean by that, I didn't try to make myself um, look glamorous or anything, if that's possible at this moment, but just kind of showing that, the process is tedious. You lose your hair, your skin color change. Last time my skin was really, really dry. My mouth was really, really dry. It was really hard for me to talk because my mouth was so dry. And so I wanted to be sure to show, the realness within this illness. It's not all what you see just at first glance. It's a lot entailed, and some people cover it up and some people don't show it. And I certainly, in the beginning, was trying to find ways to, mask certain things or whatever, especially with the hair loss, and largely with it. And I'm sure a lot of people do, but I'm just at the stage where it's just not that important to me anymore. And, I am who I am, and you have to take me as I come, and that's not just to people, but that's to myself, because I think a lot of it is how you feel inwardly, and that definitely comes out based on what you do and how you dress and everything else that goes along with beauty or whatever the case may be. So that's that. And I wanted to also talk about some of the things that happened during the transplant, because I didn't talk about them last time. And so I think I mentioned getting sick and fevers and things of that nature. If I didn't, I'll just briefly talk about it again. So I was in the hospital the first 5 days, 24 hours a day. We were doing the chemo, and then on the 6th day was my day of rest, so I had 1 day to rest, and then on the 7th day I was infused with my stem cells, and that happened. A few days later I started getting fevers, and so a lot of events and things that happened after that, it's kind of a blur, because I did lose, I don't remember a lot of things. There are people who told me that we've had certain conversations, and I was told that prior to having the transplant that a lot of people says that they forget things, and so I'm not necessarily saying that my memory loss was based on the fevers. I'm sure it was part of the process, but the fevers happened, and in that same time period, I began to, I was pretty weak and in a bed and not my normal self, and in the meantime, I had some visitors and things of that nature, but I don't remember any conversations or what was said in most of those cases. So when I came home, I was doing the whole juggling, trying to remember certain words, and there's still times where I don't, or it's hard for me to remember certain words or people, especially their names. So I'm still actually going through that, but my memory is getting better, and I'm able to do some things as it relates to my cognitive abilities. I could see some progress since I've been home from the hospital. Some other things that happened, I think it was related to the radiation, and I did the stem cell transplant 1 week following my last radiation appointment. So I went into the transplant with some side effects, and I think some things happened as a result of time, and just happened to happen during the stem cell transplant process. And so one day I just put deodorant on, and I got these large lumps under my arm, and from that they gave me a topical cream, and my skin started changing and getting dark and now peeling and all that good stuff, and I was told that was a part of the side effects from the radiation. So it just kind of happened during all of this happened during stem cell time, though. So far, just as I am going through recovery, the major things at the beginning was just not being able to eat or drink much. My first week or so home, I would probably take down a couple of spoonfuls of food just to take medication, and a couple of sips of water, and that was all I would have for the day. Or sometimes I may get something else in the afternoon. Sometimes I didn't. So my appetite has gotten a lot better. I'm now able to eat a full meal and get more nutrition. And one of the things that I've been having a problem with is my potassium levels. They have been consistently low, and so they're constantly telling me to take more pills for that. And I think those are the major things so far that has come up. There are times also that I have some joint pain. The other day I took a walk to the lake, and that was pretty good. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it because I haven't walked that far in a while, and that was really my first time being outside since the transplant. So I went to the lake. It was a really beautiful day, just really good to feel the air and be outside. And the water was very therapeutic, so that was really good. Today, this afternoon, I'm planning to go out again and just go for a walk. I want to do that to definitely make sure I'm keeping my muscles and just activities for my mental and physical state. And I think that's it for side effects, or I think things that I wanted to mention. So until next time, sorry for the slow speech and just the lagging thoughts. I am still a work in process, but that's it for now.